So, finding our way down to our seat and taking as long as we need. Any little wriggles that might want to come out on the way are very welcome. And I think the weather back there in the UK has improved, and you can see it's absolutely scorching here in Bali. We seem to have come to the end of the rains. And such is the way of humans that we've all gone from complaining about it raining all the time to complaining about how it's too hot now. So humans are the same really wherever they are in the world. They like to complain about the weather. So maybe letting the eyes close down and bringing the attention inward. Start to scan the body. By scanning the body, we mean just start paying attention perhaps at the top of the head and let that attention track down the spine. So you're checking in. How is the neck? How is the shoulders? How are the ribs? What's going on with the lower back? And once we're down in this lower mid area of the body, how is the digestion this morning? Is there any tension around the tummy? How is the breath? And continuing to work down just to the hips and the sitting bones. And do they feel like they're aligned the best to let the spine be upright? Maybe you rock back and forth and side to side a little across the sitting bones. Trying to feel a nice even weight forward, back, left, right. And bringing the attention to the legs. And I feel like the legs are just dropping out of the hips, the weight all in the pelvis and the legs, just balancing us. Let's inhale, take a nice big full inhale. Feel the back and side ribs expand. We draw in the belly a little to accentuate the expansion of the rib cage. And as we exhale, gently rolling the chin down towards the chest, feeling the back of the neck lengthen. Slowly, 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 to the comfortable end range of movement right now in this moment. And as we inhale, try to start to move from the lowest vertebrae of the neck and restart the vertebrae of the neck one by one. Maybe the chin raises just a little, but don't squash the back of the neck. And then as we exhale again, rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling the chin down towards the chest. And then on the inhale, restacking. Bringing the fingertips behind the back of the head. They can gently interlace. Draw the elbows forwards and just push the back of the head gently into the hands. So as we feel like we're lifting up the back of the head, draw the back of the head into the hands. Lift the back of the head with the hands. Feel that nice length at the back, top of the neck. Maybe deepening this stretch as the tissue starts to open. Check in with the shoulders. Maybe we can drop the shoulders a little. Just a couple more breaths here, letting the neck lengthen out. And gently release the fingers, reach the arms up Lift the gaze, inhale. Exhale, gently circle the fingertips down to the ground next to you. And inhale, back up all the way above the head. Let the hands meet in a prayer gesture. Exhale that prayer down to the heart. Gently bow the head. And we're going to rotate the hands around, open the hands like a book. Roll the shoulders back, inhale. And exhale, back to the hands together. Fingertips come towards the upper belly, round the spine, rounding the lower back. Inhale, lift up straight and swim through like you're opening a couple of massive doors. Exhale, have fingertips down to the earth. Inhale the hands up one more time. Interlace, turn over the hands. Stretch, let the shoulders lift, draw the belly in. Exhale, let the shoulders settle down. Triceps around the ears. Inhale, stretch, lift up. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Hands push out in front. Round the spine. Look down towards the floor between your legs. Back to that open book. Inhale, open the book. Exhale, backs of hands together around the lower spine. Inhale, open the doors. Exhale, the fingers back to the earth, and then we'll side bend over to one side. And settle here for a moment or two, so you might find the hand wants to move a little further away. We might find the shoulder has lifted, that we can settle a bit more into its socket. Pushing through the grounded hand to even the sitting bones. Shoulders in line with hips. Inhale, top hand upwards, gaze follows. Both hands are up above. Exhale, side bend to the other side. And again, a few moments here, letting the body open and lengthen. And then we'll inhale to center. Exhale, hands to knees, and then seated cat-cow. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, open the heart, raise the chin. Keep the back of the neck open. Exhale, round. Draw the belly button in. Inhale, forward, starting the movement from the pelvis, rolling across the pelvis. Exhaling. Last one, inhale, forwards. Exhale, roll back. Inhale back to a neutral spine, and we'll come over onto all fours. So making your way into your tabletop position, knees underneath hips, wrists underneath shoulders. Back of neck long, so we're not dropping the head. Back of the neck is nice and long. Gently feel like you're drawing the chin back and down just a little for that extra bit of length at the back of the neck. From here, energy through the left toes. Left toes are tucked. Pick up that right knee. Hover the right knee. Open it out to the side. Exhale. Bring the knee back down. Keep it floated. Two more like that. Inhale and try to keep everything else still. Exhale. One more. Keep the knee lifted if you can. Inhale out to the side. Exhale. And then inhale, send that right heel back and away. Keep drawing in the belly. Round through the upper back. Add the left hand. Maybe open the chest and lift the gaze so we're looking forward, but check in with the comfort of the neck. Exhale, curl it in under the body. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, curl it in. One more. Inhale, nice and long. Exhale, curl it in. Left hand goes back down. Right foot steps forwards outside the right hand. Come up onto the fingertips. So we're in this sort of very easy lizard pose. I'm going to take some circles here. Imagine that we're drawing the circles with the tailbone. So your attention is there, and the weight is in the big toe pads, in the feet. Get back onto my mat. From there, we're going to lift up the front toes and we're extending back so the bottom's coming towards the heel. Toes are still tucked if possible for our half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Get nice and long, that's it. Use the fingertips to help lengthen the spine out of the pelvis. Exhale, fold a little or a lot towards the outstretched leg. Inhale, back up, lengthen. And once more, let the pelvis roll forwards. Fold. Inhale, lengthen. And come forwards back to our lunge. Fingertips are framing the right foot. Left hand flattens on the floor. Inhale. Simple twist. Strong through those feet. Now get really strong through the core and maybe the left hand floats and we come up to open twist. Exhale. Twisting towards the back leg. Inhale, circle the arms up, low lunge. Exhale, hands down. Right foot steps back, knees together, untuck the toes, hands a little wider than the mat, and we'll take some circles here. So circling through the hips. And come the other way. And then let's reset and we'll come back to our tabletop position. Tuck the toes again, roll the shoulders back, inhale, lift the chest, open the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, pushing off the toes, round arch the back, maybe the knees hover off the ground an inch or two. Head is heavy and long, back is rounded. Lower the knees if they're lifted, inhale, open it up, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, lift the knees. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale, cat pose. Maybe the knees float. And then sending the hips back to find gentle downward dog. Knees are bent. And taking a little wiggle out. Pedaling the feet, maybe rocking the hips from side to side. Checking in with this key base posture, how we're feeling, how is our dog today, how's the back feeling, how are the hips feeling. And I'm going to inhale, coming all the way forwards to our high plank, draw the belly in, extend the heels away. Exhale, bend the knees, back to downward dog. Inhale, wave forwards. Exhale, downward dog. Last time, inhale forwards to high plank. This time, drop the knees and we'll come back to our tabletop. So back in our tabletop position. Once again, the shoulders above the wrists and knees, below the hips. A little wiggle here. A rotation of the hips, lengthening of the spine. And then coming to neutral, energy through those right toes and the fingers. And remember to try to keep the rest of the body immobile. Left knee goes out to the side. Exhale it back down. Inhale. Exhale. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the knee floated. Extend left heel back behind us. Draw the belly in and up. Add the right hand. Maybe the gaze is forwards. Maybe the gaze is down to the mat. Exhale. Draw it in under the body. Knee to the nose. Inhale long. Exhale curl. Inhale long. Exhale curl it in. Right hand goes down, and then we're stepping left foot forwards outside the left hand. Again, coming to this gentle lizard type pose and taking the circles up on the fingertips to help strengthen the wrists. But the majority of the weight is in the feet. Come more the other way. And then from our lizard pose, we're coming back to our Ardha Hanumanasana again. So left toes lift up, buttocks come back towards the heel. Maybe they sit upon the heel. We use the fingertips down to the ground to help lengthen the spine up out of the pelvis. Find a nice long spine. And maybe on the exhale, there's a fold if we took it the first time. Inhale, lengthen. And again, folding a second time. Inhale, lift up, lift the gaze, come forwards, low lunge. Right hand goes down this time. Inhale, left hand goes up, simple twist. Back toes are still tucked. Get strong, push down strongly through that left foot. Inhale up to the open twist, twist to the side. Exhale, maybe the back hand comes down towards the back leg. Maybe it's just hovering here. Try to feel a nice openness through the heart, through the shoulders. And exhale, circle those hands down to the front of the mat. Step that foot back. And we'll come straight through to our dog this time. So come straight back to the downward dog. And again, a couple of breaths here, a couple of moments here. Resetting. And then we'll have a go at this twist in our downward dog. So strong through left hand and both feet. Come up onto the fingertips of the right hand. Walk that hand halfway down the mat. And then maybe hand can come across to the right ankle or even to the right heel. Maybe it's just coming to the right shin. Maybe we're just getting in the general direction. So taking the right hand across, and if we manage to get hold of the leg, maybe returning to look under the left armpit. A bit wobbly here, don't worry about it. We're going to come out, so gently allow the right hand to come back to the front of the mat. We're going to come over to the other side, so fingertips of the left hand. We want to feel that this right hand is strong. Left hand walks halfway down the mat and then comes across. Maybe it finds the ankle, the right heel, the right shin. And then we turn to look under the right armpit. Maybe. Gently letting that go. Walk that left hand back to the front of the mat. Crouch, bend the knees, look between the hands, and then step or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Ragdoll, as some people might call it. So take a nice floppy floppy forward fold. Maybe you're taking hold of opposite elbows. Maybe you interlink fingers behind the back of the head. And try to let the head and your arms feel like they're filled with wet sand and they are soft and heavy, drawing spine out of the pelvis. Keep the knees nice and soft. Release the hands down to the mat. Bend the knees deeply to allow that to happen. Find the weight centered above the feet and lift from the tummy. Inhaling up to standing, hands go up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's flow from here. Inhale up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale for our half lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, the left foot back, high plank. Now take some shoulder dips here. Feel free to drop the knees. The arms stay still, the shoulders squeeze together. Body stays in a line. 3 more. Exhale, squeeze the shoulders together, draw the belly in. Inhale, lift the spine between the shoulder blades. Exhale, dip. Inhale. And 1 more. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale. And then dropping the knees or coming down through full chaturanga, making our way down to the mat. And we'll take a little back bend here. So we could take a baby cobra, just a small back bend here, maybe floating the hands, maybe bringing the elbows under the shoulders for Sphinx pose. Wherever we are, making sure we've got a nice open feeling through the lower back. Tops of the feet feel like they're engaged, pushing down. And we're trying to get the hips down onto the mat. Drawing the fingers, the hands back towards you to encourage the openness of the heart. And then exhale, keep dragging the hands back, roll the spine back onto the mat. Plant the hands next to the body, tuck the toes. Coming back through a moment in child's pose to downward dog. From downward dog, we're inhaling, we're lifting the right leg, sending that right heel back, up and away. And then we're exhaling, we're bringing the knee under the body, right knee to the nose. Inhale the leg back up and away. Exhale, right knee to right elbow or tricep. Inhale it back up and away. Exhale, right knee across the body. It's coming towards the left elbow. Inhale, back up and away. Exhale, step that right foot through. Runner's lunge. So we're up on the fingertips. Get the body nice and long, looking for a nice long straight line here. And exhale, bring the leg towards straight, leave the fingers where they are. Inhale forwards. Exhale, as we bring the leg towards straight, this hip also moves back, so the hips come into line. The hip will want to be forwards. We draw that right hip back. Inhale forwards. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale back, pyramid pose. Lengthen the spine. Maybe the fingers move back to get longer spine here. And exhale, possibly you're folding over that standing leg. Keep drawing the hip back, keep rooting the foot down. Inhale, raise the gaze, bend the front knee. And we're going to walk the hands around to the left. Walk the hands around to the left and come to wide-legged forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Fingertips are on the mat here. And just gently start bending into one knee and then the other. Try to keep the spine in the same alignment throughout. So we're just moving the hips and the knees. And then hands to the hips. Let's inhale up to standing. Sorry, repeat there. Turn that right foot back out. I'm ready for warrior two. Finding our warrior two. Have a little wave through arms and shoulders here. And see if we can bring the shoulders above the hips as much as possible. So this shin wants to come towards straight, but not at the expense of the spine. Keep pushing down through the back foot, and we should feel a stretch here in the inner thighs. Lengthen up. Look over the front palm, flip the front palm. As we inhale, try to keep the hips still. As we inhale back to our reverse warrior, legs and hips remain still. Exhale, just moving the upper body. Side angle pose. So it's not very deep, but it is straight. And we're keeping the legs strong and still. Inhale. Exhale. So you're going to find more depth. Feel like the pelvis goes down. And then inhale. Straighten that front leg. Exhale, hands to the hips. Guide the back hip above the front hip. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, find Trikonasana. That's it. So if this knee feels like it's doing too much, push down strongly through the ball of that front foot. Trying to guide one shoulder above the other, one hip above the other. And turn the gaze to the front foot. Inhale back to warrior two. Reset. Turn up the back heel. Exhale it forwards. Step it in. And we're coming back to our forward fold. Half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale back to the top of the mat. Exhale, hands to heart center. Straight to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, fold it forwards. Keep folding forwards. Let that head hang. Inhale for the half lift. Stepping back to high plank. This time, lowering down. Option for an extra push up. Maybe two if you're feeling really spicy. And then coming through to cobra this time. Keep drawing the elbows in, pushing the tops of the feet down. Hip bones are still coming down towards the mat. Exhale, roll the spine back down, tuck toes, and back to downward dog. In child's pose or push up or any other way that feels good and natural in the body. Maximizing length between the tip of the index finger and the top of the leg, long through the body. Inhale the left leg, the left heel back up and away. Exhale, left knee to the nose. Inhale it up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale. And across the body. Left knee to the right elbow. Inhale it up and away. To runner's lunge. Exhale, left leg through. Fingertips down, long body. Gaze forwards. On the exhale, start to straighten that front leg. So it might not come to fully straight, that's okay. We're keeping the fingers where they are. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Remember to think about that left hip, drawing the left hip back. Inhale forwards. Next time you come back, hold, exhale. Maybe fingertips slide back. Maybe forehead comes to shin. From here, inhale, look forwards, and we're walking the hands around this time to the right to come to our wide-legged forward fold. This time we're going to twist, so plant the left hand, try to bring the left shoulder above the left wrist, pushing into the outside of the feet, and inhale, the right hand up. So we're trying to not move the hips and twist in the spine. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale. Once more each side. Inhale, right hand. Exhale. Inhale. Both hands back on the mat. Turn the heels in, sink the bottom. Lift up, goddess pose. From here, lion's breath. So for lion's breath, we stick out the tongue, we draw the fists down to the side. And if you want, you can go cross-eyed and look up as well for the full effect. Inhaling, arms up, out, lion's breath. Inhale, straighten the legs, exhale, lion's breath. One more, releasing any tension. Go. Coming to warrior two, left leg forwards this time. Turning the left toes out to the front of the mat, widening the stance if you need to. And again, settling shoulders above hips, letting the depth come from the tailbone, coming towards the mat. Flipping that front palm, inhale, hips stay still, hips stay still. Reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reverse the warrior, straighten that front leg. Take a moment to enjoy the bend, hear the side bend. And then we're exhaling, hands to hips. Might need to walk the back foot in. And we're guiding that right hip above the left hip. Inhale, left arm reaches out. Get long, get long, get long, get long. Exhale, find that Trikonasana. Turn the gaze to the left foot. Gently bend the knee as we turn up the back heel. Inhale. Exhale. And we'll step straight back to dog. We come back to downward dog or rest in child's pose, and we'll be here for 2 or 3 breaths. Just resetting here. And then again, we'll lift the right leg. So inhale, right heel back up and away. Open the hip this time, stack right hip above left hip, bend the knee. Now keep opening that hip, gaze goes back out past the left foot. Maybe you feel like we could tip over, left toes would touch down. And we find ourselves in a wild thing. So the right leg would go up and it would land behind us. Nice. Keep pushing through the right pose, right foot's on tiptoes, opening the heart. To come back, we look to where we're going to put the hands, strong left toes, land the right hand. Inhale, right foot back up and away. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, send that back heel away. Send the pelvis under. On an exhale, we'll come to that twist again, like we did in the low lunge, opening to the right. Maybe on our next exhale, right hand drops. And we're maybe looking to the back heel, maybe looking to the side. Inhale back to our high crescent lunge. Exhale, bend the knee, weight to the right foot. Inhale, warrior three. Stepping forward to warrior three, hands could be at heart center, out to the side, or even reaching forward. Strong right leg. Inhale the left knee through stork pose. Exhale, cross right ankle over, left ankle over right thigh. Hands to heart center, sink into this nice crouch here. Inhale it back up. Exhale, left foot down. Tadasana, inhale Tadasana. Gently bend the knees, inhale. Urdhva Hastasana. And let's come back to downward dog, so folding forwards. Inhale for a half lift, step or jump to plank. Lower down with control. Maybe this time upward dog, thighs floating. Exhale, downward dog. Last little bit of effort here. Left leg back, up and away. Open the hip, bend the knee. And again, maybe we're flipping to wild thing. Left toes land outside the mat, open the heart, strong through left foot on tiptoes. Looking to the hands, replace left hand, unflip. Inhale, left leg up and away. Exhale, left foot steps through between the hands. Inhale to high lunge. Exhale to settle, lengthen. And then on. And exhale, open with twist to the left. And then on the next exhale, finding that full twist. Inhale back to the front. Ready for warrior three, strong through left foot, light on the back toes. Inhale through warrior three. Right knee through stork pose. Hands to heart center. Exhale, right ankle over left thigh. Sink it down. Inhale back to standing. Exhale, right foot down. Take Tadasana for a moment. Draw the heels together. Strong legs, active legs. Open heart, long neck, tall spine. From here, let's come to Utkatasana. So inhale, chair pose. If you want, maybe coming up onto the tiptoes, some extra challenge, or keeping the heels down. Gently start lowering the buttocks towards the heels, the floor. Let the hands land. And oh look, we're ready for some little crow hops. So squeezing the upper arms with the knees. Rock force of the toes get light and just inch the toes back. So it's just little crow hops. Walking ourselves to the back of the mat. Knees squeezing the upper arms. Just be a tiny movement. Or it can be a bit more. expressive if you're ready for it. When you find the back of the mat, you can maybe go for a little walk around. Have fun with it. And we'll take a little hold in your crow. Go for it. And then slowly walking your crow back towards the front of the mat. And we get to the front of the mat. Moment in yogi squat in malasana. And then bottom down to the floor. Knees in front of us. Wrapping the arms around the knees, forehead to knees. Inhale, lift the head, lengthen the spine. Exhale, finding a little soft Navasana, boat pose. And taking whatever expression suits you right now. We're getting a bit longer, stronger, or maybe we're in this nice soft position. Here for a few more breaths. And then slowly we're going to lower down to the mat, so stretch it out a little bit. All the way down. Land the back on the mat and draw the soles of the feet onto the floor, knees pointing up towards the ceiling. Backs of the hands are down. We're coming to our bridge pose. So inhale, tuck the pelvis under, flatten lower spine. Exhale, feel like the feet want to slide away that way. Let the hips float. Keep drawing the thighs together, like you're squeezing a block between the thighs. Glutes are working hard. And on an exhale, roll the spine back down. Vertebra by vertebra. And give the knees a little rock left, right. And then one more arse opening pose, one more back bend here. Either coming and taking another round of bridge, or if it's in your practice and you want to come up for your full wheel, this will be where you take your wheel. Wherever we are, inhaling to prepare, and exhaling, lifting up into our back bend. Try to keep opening the shoulders, lifting the hips, head relaxed. And to come down, keep sending the hips back towards the heels, draw the elbows in, tuck the chin, land the shoulders first, then the rest of the back. And once again, gentle rocking left, right of the knees, massaging top of pelvis, base of spine. So from here, we could take a block and place it under the sacrum for a restorative inversion here. That could be enough. Knees could lift, legs could lengthen, or we could roll the feet back over the head towards plow and lift into our shoulder stand. If that's in your practice, and it would feel good. Or any other inversion of your choice. to come out gently, bend the knees, bring the knees towards the forehead. Let the legs extend back behind the head. Maybe the toes touch down. Backs of the hands on the floor, cactus arms, so hands up near the head, and use the hands and the arms on the mat to help break your roll back down from your shoulders, down from your plow. So the head and neck never lift up off the mat. Feet gently touch down. And from here, just going to take a twist. So maybe crossing left leg over right and letting the knees fall out to the right. Arms can spread wide. And as ever, looking for the biggest difference in angle between pelvis and shoulders. So try to keep the shoulders heavy on the mat. Roll the hips. Releasing control of the breath now. Letting it do what it wants. Settling down. Very gently rolling back to neutral spine. And setting up for our twist on the other side. So right leg is crossing over the left. And we're letting the knees fall out to the left. Right hip comes above left hip. Good moment to check in with the facial muscles, especially the jaw and the forehead, and see if there's any conscious relaxation of those muscles we can do here. And then nice and gently making our way back to lie on the back. And taking any final adjustments that we need before settling to our Shavasana. And Shavasana could be the traditional legs out, arms out. It could be legs up the wall. It could be on the belly. It could be feet down, knees up. And taking just a few moments to get really, really comfortable. Finding somewhere where we can stop. And start to pay a little bit more attention to the breath. And you can feel the breath at the nostrils, in the back of the throat. Maybe you notice the body moving, and feedback from the mat as your ribs expand and contract with the breath. Just find the mind wandering, gently drawing it back. Bringing one hand to rest on the heart and one hand to rest on the belly. Breathing into your hands, feeling the warmth of the hands on the body. Feeling the gentle movement of the body with the hands. Doing this little bit of self-touch. Perhaps give a sense of soothing. The hands heavy on the body. And the body heavy on the mat. Now we'll start to come back to the body. So let the hands fall away to the sides and bring some movement back to fingertips to toes. Maybe a little scrunching of the hands. Maybe some circles through wrists and ankles can feel really nice after your Shavasana. And with an inhale, stretch up and away and get long. With an exhale, soften. And one more lovely stretch like that. Inhale, as long as you can. Stretch, 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 stretch. Exhale, let that go and soften. Maybe finding your way onto one side or the other and taking a moment or two here, transitioning from one moment into the other. No rush whatsoever. Taking your time, come to sit. Letting the eyes reclose if you open them. Letting the spine be tall. Noticing if there's any nice changes in the body and the mood from the practice of the yoga. Or any strong feelings or moods. And let that observation go and inhale the hands above the head. Exhale the hands to the heart center. Gently bowing the chin, the forehead towards the fingertips. Roll the shoulders back. Soften back of neck. A moment of gratitude to yourself. Namaste.